So last week we were working on doing a binomial times a binomial. Today and tomorrow we're going to work on multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. So it's the same idea that we've been doing. So you're going to get something like this, like x plus 5 times x squared plus 3x minus 6. Okay, and then, last week we were talking about, just a distributed property problem. It's the same idea here. Step 1, distribute, which again is multiplication. So I do x times x squared, and that's going to give me x to the third. X times 3x is going to give me 3x squared. Again, we're just adding x to all these. And then x times negative 6 will be minus 6x. Distribute the 5. You get 5 times x squared is 5x squared. 5 times 3x is 15x. And then 5 times the negative 6 is negative 30. Trying to squeeze that on the end there. All right. Step 2, combine like terms. All right, so you only have one x cubed term here, so that's just going to come down. But then you have a 3x squared plus 5x squared. Always be aware of the sign that's in front of each of those terms. I think that's probably where most mistakes are going to happen, is forgetting what sign's in front of each term. But we have plus 3 plus 5, so plus 8x squared. You have minus 6x plus 15x, so that's plus 9x. And then the minus 30 on the end, and that's your final answer. All right, so a lot of the same ideas, just distributed property. And that's why I taught it the way I did, so that, whether it's a binomial times a binomial or a binomial times a trinomial, it's always just, you're always thinking distributed property, okay? So again, let's do another one like that. Let's go with x minus 3 times, let's go with 3x squared plus 4x minus 9. Okay, I'm going to write my middle step down here. So again, first up, x times 3x squared is going to be 3x to the third. Again, we're adding an x to that. X times 4x is going to make that 4x squared. X times the minus 9 will be negative 9x or minus 9x. So I took care of the first part. Next up, this is a negative 3. So negative 3 times 3x squared is minus 9x squared. Negative 3 times positive 4x is negative 12x. And then negative 3 times negative 9 is plus 27. So we have 3x to the third. We had a 4x squared and a minus 9x squared. So positive 4 minus 9 is minus 5x squared. Then you have a minus 9x and a minus 12x. Minus 21x, and then plus 27 on the end there. All right, so let's take a look at one more of those. All right, so it's not always going to go in order. This one I mixed it up a little bit. We have 4x cubed there, then 2x plus 11. Again, they're all different terms there, but we are missing an x squared there. Okay, so just trying to mix it up a little bit here. Just always be aware of what we're doing. So again, first up, same pattern, 2x times the 4x cubed, 8x to the fourth. Again, 2 times 4 is 8, x times the x to the third. This is an x to the first, so 1 and 3 gives me the x to the fourth there. 2x times 2x is going to be 4x squared. 2x times 11 is 22x. Next up, distribute that negative 1, so it would be minus 4x cubed minus 2x, and then minus 11. So when it comes time to combine like terms then, start with your largest exponent. I want these in standard form, so we got 8x to the fourth. We do have a minus 4x cubed. There's no other x cubed term, so we can't combine that with anything. You have a 4x squared. There's no other x squareds. The only like terms you have are 22x minus 2x is 20x. It's a positive, because again, it's positive 22 minus 2, so you get 20, and then minus 11 on the end. Okay, so that's just an example of one where, the terms don't go in order, but you just got to be careful of the exponents that you have. And we didn't really look at any problems like this before. We were just doing a binomial times a binomial, but it can certainly happen. Get something like this. You multiply it out, you get x squared plus 5 times 3x minus 8. We're not used to getting an x squared there, but I can do x squared times my 3x, and I get 3x to the third. X squared times my 8, negative 8 is a negative 8x squared. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times negative 8 is minus 40. All right, final answer. Okay, there are no like terms here, so there's nothing to combine. All right, I know we did a ton of problems where we always combine in the middle two, but we go x cubed, x squared, x. There's no like terms, so that's it. As always, if you got any questions, make sure you email me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Oops. All right, have a good day. Bye.